You have 3 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Michel, for having us. So my name is Laurent Kratz. I'm the CEO of NeoFacto. NeoFacto is based in Luxembourg, headquartered in Luxembourg, but we have also offices in Brussels and Paris. We have 20 years, and we are in the blockchain space since 2013. We've made lots of things. Our customers are mainly banks. One of the main reference we have, thanks to Romain and his team, is Société Générale Forge. But we also do things with Clearstream, with others. Anyway, so it's not related to Tezos. So the point is to speak about what we do with respect to Tezos. So the main project we have already, and the team is there. We have Khaled, Safwan, Mohamed, and Fred is not there. Fred is in Brussels today. So we have a project inside the company called Tokenized, which is about doing a complete platform that helps to do decentralized finance. In order to do decentralized finance, you need both, on one end, a stable coin, on the other end, structured instrument like swaps and bonds and so forth, and do everything called DVP, delivery versus payment. So the first step is to have a stable coin. So the project we do now with Nomadic Labs is to build, the name is Eurotez. I don't know if we will use that logo, but it's one of our proposition to build so on top of Tezos and using the embryon of smart contract called FA 1.2 fungible tokens, but we had to extend it because in order to do something equivalent to RC20, we needed, for instance, events. And so it's some kind of extension of FA 1.2. The point of this stablecoin we developed together with Nomadic Labs is that it's a stable coin where the collateral is able to be checked real time thanks to open banking. For the ones that are a bit aware of that, it's a European Commission directive called PSD2, Payment Service Directive 2, whereas any bank have to provide an API for free to double check to access your account. So the point is that we have a gateway that check real time if the number of tokenized euros is equals to the number of euros that are in escrow at BNP Paribas, because we use the sandbox of BNP Paribas. So this is the point, and for now, the other interesting technical point we have in the project that the smart contract we provide are feeless. They are not feeless per se with respect to the blockchain, but in terms of user experience, the ones that are using tokenized euro do not need to have any Tez. Okay, it's up to the gateway to pay the fees, right? So it's based. So the contracts are developed using SmartPy. It's currently on the testnet, and we use both Taquito for the front end to the blockchain, and also with respect to the middle tier that does a little bit of software with open banking. It's written in Java. Okay, so the next step would be probably go further and do the DVP part. Just a quick topic on ScoreChain. So ScoreChain is one of our spin-offs. The company we started in 2015. We are #1 in Europe with more than 100 customers. It's about doing compliance and anti-money laundering. So for sure we do a lot of stuff around Bitcoin, Ether, and other cryptocurrency. But now we are working also to build the Tez part of ScoreChain. Voilà.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Emeric Betancourt, and this is Lutheron. We are from Octo Technology, a company that's doing consulting and delivery, and we are more than 600 consultants in tech. We've done a lot of projects in blockchain, including private blockchain. We work on Corda, Fabric, and on the public blockchain. We've done a lot of projects on Ethereum and Tezos. So today we're going to present you 2 projects that we are doing for Tezos. The first one is Tezos Academy. .io, and it's a fun interactive tutorial to learn to code Lego. I remember that I really liked to learn Solidity with crypto zombies, so we saw that Tezos needed the same kind of learning platform. So I invite you to go to tezosacademy.io. I won't have time to show you right now, but you can see that we have a non-fungible generator on the first chapter to generate a little spaceship. And then in the next chapter, you're going to write the smart contract to have the ships go into battle. So the goal is really to attract developers and embark them in learning Lego and deploy the smart contract for Tezos. And I'm going to give the speech to Lou for the next other platform.
Yes, and our second project is called TezosLink.io. So we will release it next week, I think. So it's Tezos API, so basically a Tezos gateway to offer a better developer experience. So we handle scale out of nodes, caching, and so and also a dashboard to show some metrics about transaction usage. So the front-end, back-end, and infrastructure code is open source. Anyone can deploy it. We don't want to be a centralized gateway to the Tezos network. So that's all.
And just to add, all the platforms are free and open source, so you can go check the code and maybe do some pull requests or give us some feedback. We are really open to it and want to implement them by the end of April.
My name is Laszlo Sebo, like Nick Sebo, for those who knows, right? But he's not my uncle, since I have more Tez than Bitcoin. And I'm actually the CEO and co-founder of Skillz. At Skillz, we deploy and orchestrate blockchain at your fingertips. We work with Ethereum and Corda as well. What we realized is that when a company or developer want to use the Tezos network for its use case, there's 3 stages. The first stage is, do I need the Tezos chain for my use case? The second stage is the deployment part. And the last part is the application part, where you will obviously use a smart contract, Smart Pi, Lego, or Michelson. And on the deployment part, it's obviously for a company a very long process to deploy the network, since you have to centralize your full node. If you centralize many full nodes, it can take like a few days or even a few weeks. It's also a very expensive process, since you have, if you want to put your critical application on it, you need to get high availability. And high availability, you know, in any blockchains is kind of tricky. And last but not least, external providers are usually APIs, and we think APIs is a super centralized way to connect to the blockchain, since you have to bet on a startup that this startup will not die, and if the startup dies, your connection to the blockchain dies as well. So what we do is like we deploy blockchains very easily. We try to spin up full nodes in a few minutes. We deploy many full nodes in order to orchestrate them and to have like a 3.9 availability. And we save 75% of cost of deployment and maintenance. Maintenance is the big part. And last but not least, we deploy in your stack, so meaning public cloud or private cloud or on-premises, so we're not the single point of failure between you and your blockchain connection. So yeah, the kind of use case you can put on our infrastructure are obviously, asset tokenization, or data inscription on chain. We think as well we might improve the private Tezos part for use case like KYC sharing between banks or insurance company in the future. And we are a team of 7 people in Paris, and we're happy to discuss about what we do afterwards during a coffee. Thank you very much.
With anything, my name is Alain Broustaille. You can find me on LinkedIn. This is Sword Group. Sword Group is an international IT services and software vendor. We present in 19 countries with more than 2,000 people, including 600 in France. We are historically experts in electronic document management. We've got 1,000 of clients with lots of different kind of projects, including digital signature. Digital signature is a very fast-growing market. You can do it in different ways. And one way we particularly like is writing and putting a proof of documents in a blockchain. So you may have heard about document notarization, document anchoring. We've done that in the past with Bitcoin, with Ethereum. We like it. It's easy. You use the feature of the blockchain, which is a strong authentication method, which is an immutable way of storing the proof. not the document, but the document hash, technically talking, or hash of hashes, and the fact that you have timestamping on it. If you do it correctly, it's in line with the European regulation. Doing it correctly is not that easy, because it's not the same case if you sign one document or 1 million document. If you sign yourself or you sign on behalf of your client, if you sign it for an individual or for an organization. So we've been through that, we presented it, we've done some successful projects with clients, and they told us, especially the big groups, institution, public institution, we need a blockchain that is ecologically responsible. We need a blockchain with a clear governance, and we want to be able to audit not only the smart contract with the blockchain. So the Tezos choice is a clear choice for us. We are going to implement a solution to all our systems to sign digitally documents in Tezos. But we don't want to do it alone. It makes no choice, or let's say it's much better if we can use the same standard all together. And the timing is perfect, because today on Tezos there is not many projects on document notarization. So what we want with you, community, startup, if you have project on document notarization, we'd like you to come to our project. It's an open source project. We want to build a smart contract open to all, so everybody can use the same smart contract to sign one or several documents. Everybody can use it to check the document. So I'm signing, you can check my signature. We want to build some open source connectors to interact with the blockchain from outside the blockchain, because your clients and my clients don't know anything today about blockchain. We want to build a format, a data model that will fill all the different use cases, and signing one diploma is not the same as signing 1 million invoices. So please come to us, come to me, to the team, come to the foundation or Nomadic Labs, but we'd like to know your requirements so we can propose something that fits both our needs and your needs.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. So we at Equisafe aims to bridge the gap of knowledge that have investors on non-listed companies on their positions on these non-listed companies on the one hand, and on the other hand to provide tools for companies to ease their corporate management and their investment processes so that they can onboard easily all the investors on the company on the one side, and on the other side to have a complete view on their cap table management, and provide them tools for to ease all the process of general assembly, voting procedures, dividends, and coupons for debt. So that's our vision at Equisafe. So we rely on blockchain to provide a share ledger that is legally binding. That's one of the main advancements in the legal area with blockchain. It's the loi Sapin 2 that gives us the ability to enshrine all the share ledgers directly on blockchain, and you don't need anymore a paper-based version of your share ledger. Share ledgers are those papers that give you the list of the shareholders and any kind of other investors in the company. So we have started working with Tezos on September 2019, and we released on open source our standard, the NIC standard, so that provides you tools to be able to issue your own securities directly on Tezos. The main event that happened no later than last Tuesday is the tokenization of an annex of the Château de Versailles, the Trianon Royal, and we are very proud to tell it for the first time here in Paris. That happened in New York at the consular, the French consular, and you will hear a lot about it in the coming days. Thank you very much.